Hello, I'm Geoffrey Felpet. I've had the privilege over the years of interviewing Bono, Bill Clinton, and even the Pope. But tonight, I am in Darwin, Minnesota, to interview the enigma that are the Vinces, Vince Powmaxius and Vince Steinburgfelderstein, the creative power behind Penn is Mighty Productions. We are a mere miles away from where the Vinces grew up as childhood friends under the same roof, but in two separate families. This is when they learned lifelong lessons, such as the hardship of poverty, the loss of friendship, and most of all, the worst kind of suit is a lawsuit. After the Vinces graduated from high school, they moved to the big city, Poughkeepsie, Iowa. And it was their good fortune that they won the lottery. Using the money from the lottery, they started their production company, Penn is Mighty Productions, a very clever name. And their first movie, McDougal, A Trio of Pairs, was a blockbuster success. Using the money from McDougal, they moved back to Darwin, Minnesota to start their production company up and basically move home. So they moved back to the shanty town of Darwin, Minnesota, and in this one-horse town is where they've stayed, producing their deeply insightful movies and their social commentary of Floor 42. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Vinces, Vince Powmaxius and Vince Steinburgfelderstein. Well, guys, to begin, your new show Floor 42 has been critically acclaimed. Joel Siegel said this great new style will be known as Floor 42. What do you think about that?
Oh, the great new style. Yeah, we love Joel Siegel.
Yeah, we love him.
He does have a flair for the hyperbole, though, to say the least.
He calls them hyperboles.
Hyperboles?
Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he's a pretty cool guy, though. I mean, we're really proud of the effort that we put into the show and all the style and class that we've been able to exude while making Floor 42. But when it comes to us, you got to kind of take everything Joel Siegel says with a grain of salt.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because
I mean, he knows that we spent so much time on the just type of show we're trying to make, but I think at the same time he's thinking of all the parties he's invited us to and how much fun we've had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a...
Remember that one he invited us to in Red Bank?
Yeah!
Yeah, you do remember that? I wasn't sure if you would or not, but that was a lot of fun.
That was the one with the car...
Yeah, that was cool. One thing, have you ever been to a party with Joel Siegel? No? No? Well, he's a lot of fun. He's a great guy, and tall.
Very tall.
Very tall.
Very taller than you will ever be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Taller than most people, in fact. You wouldn't know it by seeing him, but he is several inches, maybe even a foot or two taller than most other people.
Yeah. Generally, when he's on camera, he's sitting a foot or two lower than the other people he's with. I mean, he's got a lot of upper body height. A lot of it.
A lot of times he'll act in a trench.
Yeah.
Not act, but he'll be doing his reviews and everything in a trench there on the set.
I don't think he's ever reviewed out of a trench. That's right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but we love Joel. If other people like our style too and they want to use it, and they want to call it Floor 42, that's up to them. We're flattered. We're entirely flattered. But
it is our style.
Mm-hmm. It's ours. We created it. Got anything else to say?
No, I don't think so.
Next question.
Ours.
Now, the star of the show is Josh Parker, and, well, he's great. He is really, really great. How did you get a star, a movie star, like Josh Parker to be in this show?
Well, I'll take this one.
All right.
Me and Josh, we go way back. He actually auditioned to be a grip on one of our early projects. Vince was working on that project, of course, with me too, because we've pretty much always worked together. Yeah. He auditioned for that to be a grip, and we sent him out of the streets.
Oh yeah,
he didn't get the job. Yep, didn't get the job.
Him right out.
Because he couldn't.
We had the other grips actually that we hired kick him out. Yeah.
Those grips were really good. They knew how to pick things up. Especially Josh Parker, and they just threw him right out because Josh Parker, he couldn't hold anything for damn.
Yeah.
But we love Josh Parker. He's a great actor. We love working with him because he's really the sort of actor that you tell him to do something and he does it. He doesn't put up a fuss. He doesn't complain. He doesn't whine. He doesn't bitch. He doesn't argue. He just does it. You say, strip off your clothes and wallow in that mud. And he does it.
With your mom, even. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, he did that. You remember? Yeah, he did that.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't say enough good about Josh Parker.
Mm-hmm. Josh Parker has said that he writes most of his own lines. Is there any truth to that?
You know, no.
No. We love Josh. We love Josh Parker, but he's a very good actor, but completely talentless with a pen.
Yeah. One time he wrote some poetry, and it was very close to that of Vogon poetry. Worst in the universe.
Worst in the universe.
He can't do it. First of all, he's left-handed. Okay.
Not that we should be holding that against him, of course.
Oh no, but that's a problem for him. And
big problem.
And second of all, he writes with his right hand.
Which is one of his biggest problems.
Yeah. So that's what his problem is. And then when he writes with his right hand, he's spending so much time and effort trying to get the words down that he's not thinking about what he's trying to write. It comes out poop. Just ridiculous things is what I'm saying. You don't know. You don't know what he's trying to do on paper.
Remember the poem that he wrote for your was it your 32nd birthday?
32nd? I'm not that old. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, he does remember it. And it was just it was awful. It was like it was Joe, you're 32, which is strange because your name is Vince.
Yep.
And it was Joe, you're 32, and we think you're really great. And
yeah. Plus, he said that's the best poetry I've ever written. But he said that really well. So we kept him on. I was mad.
It was the best poetry. I can't even do it. I mean, he's got that voice. I can't even do it, but he's like, that was the best poetry I've ever read. I mean, so that was pretty incredible, but yeah.
How do you come up with these brilliant ideas for your show?
Well, we'll let you in on our little secret. Yeah. You know, a lot of writers, they've got their things, they've got their yogas, they've got their low-carb diets.
Driving around the town without their seatbelt.
Or their headlights turned off.
Yep.
I heard that's how Hitchcock did it.
Yeah.
I mean, M. Night Shyamalan, he does transcendental meditation, not medication.
Yeah.
Apparently. But us,
transcendental meditation is what he was saying. Naked.
Not medication. Us, we... McDonald's. We love McDonald's. And now they've got wireless internet access in their dining area. We stay there open to close sometimes, eating McFries and surfing the internet for flash animation.
Flash animation.
Yeah.
We search day and night, watching stuff, getting motivation, and a lot of our ideas come from just McDonald's, our surroundings. Now, the first season of Floor 42,
which you probably haven't seen.
Yeah, very hard to find. But in fact, if anyone out there has it, do us a favor.
Yeah,
we don't have it anymore.
Get a copy online.
Mm-hmm. So, the first season, all the episodes named after the value menu. Do you remember episode 4? I think it was the McBurger.
The McBurger.
The McBurger.
That's. I think that's still probably one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah. Very. Everything out of that, very creative.
Yeah, definitely
Very
a high point in season 1,
fact,
which was a great
that,
season. But.
Knowing all of that, that probably would change the entire season. Watching it again, I'm sure for some of the fans out there.
Knowing that our inspiration was McDonald's.
Yes.
Do you have a business relationship with the McDonald's Corporation?
Nope.
No.
Don't you hate pants?
Yeah, that's right.
Now, Vince, this question is for you. What happened to your hand?
Well, I'm surprised that you actually noticed. Now, not many people have, but my right hand is actually considerably larger than my left hand. And this is kind of a funny story. It's always been that way, and I've never known why. Doctors were befuddled and everything like that, but actually, you probably read about this in the newspaper several years. I had
quite a blessing that this happened.
It turns out I had Gregorian cancer, which is a very rare form of cancer, and the doctors were able to tell because I don't know if you know this, but if you hold your hand in front of your face and your hand is actually bigger than your face, it means you've got a form of cancer. And so the doctors were able to do that test on me and tell that I had that cancer, and we were able to catch it early.
Yep.
It went very quickly into remission, and I've been feeling great ever since.
Absolutely. I remember that day, actually, you came... It was the second movie we had ever done. I don't recall the name of that movie.
Mac Daddy and Captain Dude.
That's right. That's right. Mac Daddy and Captain Dude.
That was always the name genius.
Yeah. Well, that was another McDonald's inspiration right there. But
it was originally McDaddy, but we couldn't get the clearance.
Couldn't get the clearance since we don't have any affiliation. But you came into the shoot that morning with a bloody nose, and I said, "What happened?" Oh, well, the doctor confirmed that I have cancer, and 2 months later, gone, no more cancer. Absolutely.
Now, Vince, you have been called an environmental terrorist and a liberal sissy. What do you have to say in response?
Well, I know there's been a lot of criticism.
There has.
With the time that I've spent with Ben and Jerry of the ice cream fame, and the contributions I've made to various political organizations that the goal is for the betterment of America, basically. It turns out that gas-guzzling SUVs may not be the best thing for the environment. So I've just kind of made it my goal to try and, not entirely stop, but just kind of restrict access to those larger vehicles. Big vehicles are fine, but they do guzzle gas. I know all of my friends drive hybrid vehicles, which makes it very difficult when I need to move because I can't call anybody. Yeah, then I've got to go rent a diesel U-Haul, and that's pretty bad.
And I think that's really unfair to ask that question of Vince here. He really is a go-getter for the environment. He does everything in his power all the time, and he's convinced all of his friends actually, to drive the hybrids. That's why they drive the hybrids. He convinced them. So that's really unfair. I think that he's gotten that reputation. I, on the other hand, do like to drive the huge gas guzzling H2. Yeah.
You're actually first in line for the H3, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's what's that? A 12 valve engine?
12. Yeah. Let's see. V12 plus it's got a jet engine strapped onto the back of it.
They're putting the jet assisted takeoff on that.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Takes off without wings. Is that believable or what?
It's a lane and a half wide, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And my current one is about a lane and a quarter wide.
Yeah.
I have that, not only the wheelbase spread out, but everything else, so that I can fit, a lot more people. I mean,
And you know, I don't like the car. I try not to ride in it whenever possible. But the hubcaps, you've seen those spinning hubcaps. He's got spinning hubcaps on spinning hubcaps.
That's right.
I mean, there's bling bling.
Yeah, spinning hubcaps on spinning hubcaps that I can have people ride in. Yeah.
They're like mini sidecars.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I think so.
And I'm all for getting more people in the vehicle, because that's those people aren't polluting the environment when they're all in one vehicle.
That's right. That and I run over hybrids.
On a far more serious note, there's been a lot of talk, both in the legitimate media and the tabloids, about your director's relations with women from, how we say, a certain district. Has this been a problem in the show?
That was...
I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah.
It's
a very good question.
That used to be an issue. And frankly, I'm surprised that it was brought up. It was a couple months ago where it got resolved. See, when we started with this director, he was a big problem. Would you agree?
Just right from the very get-go.
Yeah. He'd always show up late, always. And when he did get there, we were wondering,
where's he been?
Yeah, where is he? But why is he so tired? Why is
Where'd
he
that
taking
party
so
hat
much
come
vitamin
from?
E? But I don't know. We sort of had a confrontation, especially when money got involved. Money. You remember that New Year's Eve party?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That was fun, but expensive.
Expensive on the company's part.
He took out a loan using the company's assets as collateral just to secure, what was it, 37 hookers.
Yeah, 37, and we're still paying for that, aren't we?
We're still paying for that.
It's a couple New Years ago.
He is really paying for it though, and it's kind of his just desserts, because I know, I've never really forgiven him all that much, but now the IRS is coming after him for tax evasion, and he's got all sorts of problems. And it kind of serves him right. I feel bad on some level for the guy. We'll continue to work with him, because when he shows up, he's fairly inspired.
Well, now, since he joined, what was it? He said something about what did he say?
Eckankar.
Yeah, Eckankar. He shows up on time now. He wears some funny clothing, but I mean, he's there.
Yeah, talking a lot about the power of the Ek.
Yeah.
And the giant pyramid that he goes into worship. But
we toned that out.
Yeah, we don't really listen to that, so it's no big deal.
We heard him say it the first day, and now when he starts talking, we sort of tone it out. But at least he's talking.
At least he's talking now. At least, because that was a big problem. He was very quiet, and not in a good way.
We'd go for his input, and nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
But those days are behind us. So, the next question.
And since then, several of the women have gone on and actually sued Floor 42. Is that right?
Again, that was a big problem.
Yeah, but that's behind us now.
Yep.
Some of our first films actually paid flat out for those
lawsuits, like Tommy D and the Butternut Hughes.
Yeah.
I think that one grossed, what was it, about $170 76,000 just on the opening weekend.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
just on the opening weekend, yeah.
And total gross was about 600 million worldwide, and that all went to lawsuits, and that was a lot of money to lose. But you know that you got to roll with the punches.
Well, enough about the past, Vince. And Vince, what does the future hold for Penn is Mighty Productions and the Floor 42?
Well,
I'm glad you asked, because we can't really say much about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell the future? We can, but we really can't talk about it.
You know why? You're not as tall as Joel Siegel. Not
I'm
nearly as
serious.
tall.
This guy, very tall. And you think you see him and you think, is he wearing lifts? Nope.
No, not at all. No. But we'd rather not discuss our future projects. Thank you.
Well, it's been great having you, Vince Steinburgfelderstein and Vince Powmaxius. Hopefully we'll have you on again sometime.
Well, thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks for having us. It's been a good time, and maybe we'll see you again sometime.
Shoot this in front of the cherry.
How does my hair look?
It looks pretty good. Hang on, let me get you with the cherry in the background.
The
Yeah.
cherry? I thought we agreed we're not going to shoot by the cherry.
No, you always have to shoot by the cherry.
I'm not going to shoot by the cherry.
Why not?
Because it's crap.
Look at it. It's a cherry on a spoon. Come on.
I know. How ridiculous is that? That is not art. That is crap. I will not be seen shot by the cherry.
You won't?
We're not going to do it, okay?
Well, come on.
That's the end of it. That's the end of it.
Hey.
Don't you hate pants?
Yeah, that's right.